is Joseph Labar. I contested for House of Representatives in Fresh Democratic Party, Plateau State, Pankshin, Kanam, Kanke Federal Constituency. First of all, I consider myself a winner because against all odds, without godfatherism, I've been able to get this far. I was very confident that I will win these elections because I'm a young person. I had the crowd all over me. We had all our strategies on ground, but the cookie crumbled. There was a lot of rigging in this election, and in my polling units, nobody voted, but votes came out. What they do is that they collect the ballot paper and hand it over to whoever that person thumbprints. Most of them, the night before the elections, called me and said, "Hey, Oga, come and take your agent tax. We are not doing again." Youths like us. Not to forget that these things we are doing is because of of them and for ourselves too. They said they are not doing that. People have brought money in backhoe bags. Who are the people that brought money? The major parties. You may try to say you want to make noise and do stuff, but some of my agents were chased, some of them were beaten out of the place. Who are you? Which party? Which rubbish party? Get out of here. One thing you should know is that you have built a structure, and this structure is going to stand a test of time. You are going to see a lot of people that are going to blackmail you, but this is going to help you in future to build.
Vote buying, ballot box snatching, invasion of polling units, and violence. These and more mark the election processes of the 2019 presidential and National Assembly elections, which held on the 23rd of February 2019. Now, who exactly is to blame? The desperate politicians whose only goal is to win at all costs? The umpire who ignored so many of these irregularities? The security agencies? Or the ignorant populace? In the words of Joseph Stalin, those who cast the votes decide nothing. Those who count the votes decide everything. This can be said to be the case in places like Borno, where there were discrepancies between the number of accredited voters and the total number of votes cast. Mrs. Zana Gadama, the PDP chair in Borno, had refused to accept the election results on the ground that card readers were not used. This brings us to the card reader Balava. The malfunction of this device in a number of polling units had forced some polling officials to resort to manual accreditation, which has been alleged to favor the rigging process. Vote not fight, election no be war. Don't sell your vote. It is your right for a better future. It was a full-blown campaign for peace and transparency days before the election. But the likes of Demola,
they're stolen the vote in Nakota. In Nakota, they've stolen the vote. They've scattered everything. See him lying down. See him lying down. They went after his Demola. That is Demola.
Definitely did not get the message. On Saturday, while there were widespread claims of vote buying and intimidation, ballot boxes were also snatched and electoral materials burnt by thugs.
They just want our votes. They just want our votes.
Our politicians in no way saved the day as accusation of foul play and intimidation tainted the polls.
And I'm the returning officer for Olu Senatorial Zone, that's Imo West. I've been held hostage here for days, so I'm trying to ease off and take my life home back to my children. For the sake of that, I've been here. I'm calling this result under duress as follows. Party votes received by political parties.
Meanwhile, at Amadi Chima had tweeted earlier, "Save our soul. Twitter, please do your thing now. The life of the returning officer in Olu Senatorial District is under threat now." Governor Roches has given the man 1 hour to either declare him as winner or be executed. The security forces are colluding. He spoke to me now. What could Twitter have done?
If you ask me, now who I go ask?
Reacting to the allegations, Governor Roches Okorocha said in a statement, "They can't march or contest against me in Imo State, not to talk of Olu Zone. Am I even supposed to contest for Senate in Olu? I never campaigned, but only declared and campaigned for 3 days." Having won in 9 out of 12 local government areas announced, we heard that they were trying to move the result sheets to Owerri, but when we demanded an explanation, The man said he was tired and didn't feel safe when nobody was threatening him. Nigerians have been accused of having a short-term memory. Will all these be forgotten when the next hit song hits the club? Will our security agencies end this cycle of election violence by prosecuting these offenders or carrying out investigations into these allegations? We urge all Nigerians to continue to demand for better implementation of the law and justice for all those who have been affected by these irregularities, the citizens of Nigeria. This is 2019 Weekly, proudly brought to you by Youngsters Foundation with support from Ford Foundation. Kindly like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
This is Nigeria, never any recession. When looters and killers and stealers are still contesting election. Politicians with thieves and billion.